This is Congra, Lamb Weston. Lamb Weston has backed up on Bay 3, and load up on Bay 3 and have some backup systems. We have a truck lane waiting for shipping and receiving. This is Pacific. So we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and we also got number 3 loading up as we speak. Very satisfactory. He said the backup truck's been waiting for the shipping and receiving. We got Kennewick, Richland, Pasco, Quincy, Warden, Washington, Bowles Road, Refrigeration, the biggest freezer replant, and Finley, Kennewick, Washington. And they also have transport to Othello, Washington, transport to Kennewick, Pasco, Kennewick, and then we have legalities of shipping and receiving. But you can see we have a variety of trucks that come here, import, export, 7 days a week, and they transport all Pacific and related here, which get your tickets, your transports, your invoice, destination, your hours, your mileage, your maintenance, which is of course your CDL license and your truck you provide services, your own truck services, which you provide just like here, which incorporate with the stacking, brand new pallets which are placed and furnished. This all the pallets here are refurnished, stacked, restacked, redone for downtime, just in case there's downtime and we have excessive traffic. Import export, unless we have to have all these pallets by standby just to make sure everything is coherent and also on call and also on duty to make sure that everything is hooked up and processed and shipped. No delays, no downtime, and get the bad pallets out of the way. So it would avoid downtime, hours downtime, paying people a job that you don't have to do. When you have some duties on the way, you can stack the bad pallets and at the same time stack the good pallets. At the same time, this will stop people screwing around, and also don't mess with people's hours, and gets people out of the way. Especially when you're inside and you're having people in your way because they don't know what they're learning or training, or somebody trained them wrong. So we have to restack these pallets, reorganize the inside, because we got somebody mistreating or mistreating the employees that know what they're doing, and they sit there and intimidate them and put them at a job, that job description, a low job description, low paying job description, and sit there intimidating and starting provoking fights on and off at work, which is processed at legalities. As you can tell, this is a straight shot to these locks. Trucks, pallets. I'll download it. See, we got zone 5. We got zone 5, zone 4. We got zone 4, zone 4, zone 5. And we got these moderated, processed. These individuals intimidate our employees. We got security guards that come in here as bait fire. Try to intimidate the employees, staff members. They even go to the courthouse and either the wife and children at the courthouse say they're security guards harassing or starting problems with the mother and father on the property that they own, and they come in the courtroom in front of the judges and U.S. Marshals and process their information, and they don't even own it. And they come in here tampering with evidence that ain't even theirs on the property lines, and they rent out we rent out houses, we rent out property. Loan money, give out credit cards, give out visas, MasterCards, Discovery, American Express, Slate, Chase, Slate, Freedom Card, Inc., business, profiles, Microsoft. Zone 2, issue out Visa cards, credit cards, Discovery cards, checkbooks, Bay 2. And catch these people lying to people, to the public in the courtrooms and the prosecutors, because they say you have, make things up, they say they have a warrant for their arrest. And they have people processed. You're working inside the welding shops, you're working for John Deere, working implement, you're in the fields. And they process all this information, say these individuals come in here and start problems or damage property, and they lie about everything and anything. And these are mostly white minorities and black minorities, and black white people and black people, and you wouldn't even think they're stealing from the system and using people for documentation that's false, and they duplicate it. Put it on software programs saying it's their property, and it's not their property. It's not their document. It's not the prosecutor. Prosecutor comes in the prosecutor office and the judge's chamber, and the judge comes to the office and disbars these individuals that have master's, bachelor's degrees, or are even students in the apprenticeship program for nursing or surgery, or a lawyer or a pro bono or a public defender, and they get kicked out of society, and they're and here starting problems with individuals that have permanent jobs and own the property. And they do come in here and hire and fire and have sessions over at WorkSource or Professional or Best, which are opportunities where you fill the application, resume, and download systems, and they represent and they take a percentage out of your check because if you're hired, and then you're on probation you're under their wing for either a year, 2 year, 3 year, 4 year, whatever, 5 year, 20 year. If you want to do that, 30 year, 50 year, 60 year, 70, 80 year, and all the way till you get your 401k and you max out, and you're still collecting money. And they're still jealous of you because you get your own job, you have your own property, you run your own business, and you're working at the same time. So they come and turn you to the IRS, and you're sitting in the office. Hello, sir. You want to buy? You want to buy a house? You want a loan? You want a loan? A student loan? Oh, you're not graduated? Oh, by the way, I thought you said you were a lawyer. Oh, is that why they fired you? Over in the Freda courthouse? Upstairs? You're some peon, pissant, trying to train to be a U.S. Marshal but deputy, but you're saying you're a security guard and you lie to people? And you come in an opportunity using people, taking their bar number, using their bar number, the prosecutor bar number, using the attorney, private counsel bar number, and discrepancies is showing that you are trying to say you're helping people when you're not really helping people. You're really taking money out of their pocket, and you're at the bank posing it as an individual saying that you're a banker, but you're really a police officer. Not a security guard, you're a police officer, some detective, and you're a supposed detective, and you are the prosecutor that had sex with the staff members, and they found you guilty of having the staff member, and they suspended you, fired you, and you're the prosecutor of Freda, Moses Lake, and now you're walking around in the police uniform or sheriff uniform or a security uniform, posing as an individual of helping the society out. Doesn't work out like that here in Washington State. Ever since this corruption, and you see all this corruption here, this is Lamb Weston. Lamb Weston has all this corruption, all this inventory of Lamb Weston products, which is Richland, Washington, remodeling Richland, Washington, expanding Richland, Washington. And also this soil, compost, all this material. And it's all Microsoft activated. 365 has been the whole time, whole beginning of time. So 401k and also the upstanding qualifications for hard-working, descriptive individuals, especially when they have a hard-working job and they work and work and work. And you're witnessing all these individuals that work hard, and you witnesses these individuals who work and who don't work, and the ones who screw off, waste taxpayers' money, and they're sitting there sleeping on the job, or they're sitting there wasting in the break room or hiding in one of the cubicles. You know what I'm talking about. Anybody, these prosecutors, judges, lawyers, and these representative council members. You see them at the bar, you see a judge drinking, litigating, sitting there prosecuting and processing information, sitting with the police officer or one of the informant representative trainee, rookie individuals, trying to litigate to make a path for himself, or make a incentive for himself, saying that he runs this facility, or he owns an insurance company, or he's always watching out for anybody using the system. Let's say, for example, your mother or your grandfather goes to hospice, and your hospice services, these people at the bank know this individual. The people know this individual in the police administration office, and they know he has money. So they're going to sit there and make up a story, lie to the public and society, knowing the fact everybody, these employees, are long-time members of the union, representative members of Leatherman Union, ironman workers, painter union, painting increments, labor and industries, or they got an L&I claim because of injury, or they got carpal tunnel, or they got an L&I claim because of a car accident, truck that they have a CDL because they worked for a certain company and they bettered themselves and they got therapy out of it, and whatever the case might be. Or they'll have a business partner and they want to make an increment, build a platform, a Microsoft platform that abides by no legal activities, no processing information. You get booked in the jail. They come in the jail cell. They come in the getting you booked in. They fingerprint you. They assault you. They discriminate you. Send you in a facility, a jail facility with no hot meals, no recreational activity, and you have no record, and you have no recollection, and they say you're on influence of drugs, and when you're not, and they're making stories up. Oh, I'm sure the police agency don't even help you out, or the administration, Social Security office. You go to the Social Security office, yeah, you get things in motion, especially when you're a U.S. citizen, and especially when you have business partners and ownership, ranchers, plantation owners, also government officials, government people that rent. You rent out to people that work for the government, people that rent out at work for the Social Security offices, and you have business license, and you have Secretary of State Kim Wayman. She's been in the office for 8 years. Ballot forms, processing units, crossing hairs with individuals that open a business license, have the opportunity to have a prevailing wage, and you have a common interest of hiring and firing people with the prevailing wage. You can give them government pay, you can give them salary, minimum wage, training, work source, professional, best. This is Moses Lake, Washington. This is Freda, Washington, and they have trucks that are transported here on the scale. You got all kinds of agencies. You got state patrol, sheriffs, city council members, individuals that have the opportunity to move their life. And this is 0006 YW, and we got trucks that are transported 7 days a week that move and litigate for McCain's, BBSI, or McCain's, Lineage, and McCain's, Lineage, and also the administration office at Conger, Laminas, Scona Car, and Scona Irrigation. These trucks are put on the scale process, fast foods, restaurants, bars, franchises, and the franchises that carry out processing for all the niggatties of Winco, Rosars, Safeways, Bonds, Yokes, and all the individuals. And it goes on the scale. The scale says 20, now it's at 0. And the truck comes on McCain's USA Food 332159, Othello, Washington, comes on the scale after the employees pull off. But the scale is at, that's a Chevy Cavalier, weighs 3,188 pounds. Now, that McCain truck comes on the scale. Washington State Patrol Unit has the specifications for their trucks. They got mileage, SKU numbers, mileage. The mileage on the truck, license plates on the truck. And they walk. And it's at 9,01640. 91,500. 91,460. Very good. Very good. The processing for all the Winco, Albertsons, Bonds, Yokes, and the administration office, fast foods, bars, franchises like Texas over in Farm Ranch and Home in Kennewick, Washington on Columbus Boulevard. They have that's a cattle company which has all kinds of steak, loins, ribeye, sirloin, and barbecue ribs, and also that would be tri-tip and sirloin ribeye steaks served fresh. This processing plant has probably the biggest import services they got in the market. You got McCain's, Lineage, Columbia Cold Store, and also the administration office has inquiries for the tickets, which is the Pacific. That's 91,460. This is 91,460 pounds. So the increments on that is basically a normal process. There's normally, this is a double trailer reefer. We got the furnished individual properties that come on here as well. The individuals that have, that's Freda Washington, the courthouse, Andy Miller, CO of Benton, Washington, prosecutor of Benton County, Richmond, Carrie L. Rung, prosecutor of Kennewick, now Honorable Carrie L. Rung, and also administration Falquist, and most conviction rates and administration offices for the most conviction rates, and the history and the crime wave here in the United States of America in Washington State. We also have administration bailiffs, U.S. Marshals, and the issue for the signature first name and last names. This is Washington Potato, and Lamb Weston, Kennewick, Richland, Pasco, Quincy, and also Warden, Washington. Processing and transport here is in Othello, Lineage, Scone, O'Connor, Major, and also the administration office that they have here in the administration mayor's house. The mayor of, City Hall. That's Bonnie Von Hernandez, and also administrative office that they have Trish, and also administration office for dispatch for the towing discrepancies from dispatch from Othello, Moses Lake, and also Freda Washington, which just left the 3rd police line. So we're going to square it all away and process it. Now this next truck is on the scale. It's at 0. It's at 16, 32, 52. Now this one's at 98,000. This one's 98,000. 780. 98,780. See, every potato is different. You got Idaho spud, you got small spud, Burgundy spud. The raw material is inside of it has silage, you got silage, dairy products, clots, dirt clots, you got rocks, and that 30s that's formally weighing on the scale. That's why they break down the raw material, finish the product, put a scale, transport it, weigh it, inspect it, which is a lot of state patrol, which is layovers from Othello, Kennewick, Richland, 395, South 385, 17, 170, 171, 26, 280, 282 Freda, connected to Highway 17, 26, 45, 34, Newport Highway 2, Canada, and of course all the posts and state patrol units that are in that area.